decipher between the language and the speech and the background noise. With this AccuVoice, I'm actually able to hear the speech without having to turn the television volume up. I don't have to rewind my DVR to actually hear what they're saying or put on closed caption. This was fantastic.
So with the AccuVoice, I know that I can be, involved in the scene and hear every word that's being said by the characters.
What's the biggest war you have going on when you guys watch TV together? If you're in my house, it's turn the volume down. My husband, I can't hear it. Craig, it's so loud, turn it down. I can't hear it. My husband was in the Army, actually, for many, many, many years, and he did artillery when he was young. Guess what's happening now that he's a little bit older? His hearing's shot, and we literally have full-on wars about listening to the TV. Well, we have the solution. And this is for, hey, you don't have to be hard of hearing for this, but it really is for everybody who wants a better visual audio experience when you're watching TV at home. And Lori Leland's here to talk about this. I know, Lori, you had this on. Tell the story behind this, too.
This is actually the ZVOX AccuVoice. So this has patent pending hearing aid technology built right in. So whether you need hearing aids or not, this is going to help lift up the voices and allow you to hear everything clear as a bell. And the great thing about that is we are having a lot of problems with our flat panel TVs. They look great. They are gorgeous. We love everything about them except for the sound quality. The problem being in this sleek, slim little package, there's no room for speakers. And so that's what the whole problem is with this. This little teeny tiny speaker that you're seeing, right, you'll see it here in a second, in the palm of my hand, is what you're getting typically in most of the flat panel TVs out there. So
I had no idea it was that teeny.
Look at how small this is. It fits
so you
right
guys,
in the palm of my hand.
You guys took apart a flat panel TV.
We ripped one apart, and these are the speakers that you get, but that's only the beginning of the problem. Really, the rest of the problem is these speakers are usually facing down or facing backwards. So when you wall mount your television, these are facing the back wall. Or if you have it sitting on a dresser in your master bedroom as an example, you're not hearing it because the sound is going against the wall.
Wow.
So these little tiny speakers are the problem. So I want you to hear what a typical flat panel TV sounds like. You know what it sounds like. It's tinny, it's dull, it's boring. You can't really hear much about it at all, right? So it's, not
hard
good.
to hear.
Not good. Very, very hard to hear. This is your ZVOX. So this is the AccuVoice.
Are you seriously talking
That's the first time I've heard that.
Listen.
I have 2 kids, 2 mortgages, 6 crazy family members.
Can you hear a word she's saying with the regular TV sound?
Because actually the music kind of muddles it.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. Not only, just listen one more time.
Can you make 50,000 of these by next week? Joy.
Okay, so the part of the problem
That's
is
shocking.
It is a shock, and this is going to absolutely change your life if you have those arguments in your fights in your life, like Suzanne is saying, where everybody, is arguing about who wants the volume high, who wants it lowered. High volume isn't necessarily the solution because it doesn't help us isolate those voices and be able to hear them better. There's an epidemic going on in this country. Over 95 million Americans are suffering from hearing loss. Many of them are over 50 years old, and they attended rock concerts, and that took a toll on our hearing. This is going to be the ultimate solution for you because now you can lower the volume and still be able to hear those voices because of the engineering and the technology that went into this. So here it is. This is your AccuVoice technology built right into your ZVOX speaker. You get TV dialogue clarity. It's going to lift up and clarify the voices on TV like you've never heard in your life. You're getting that sleek aluminum speaker. You have output leveling mode. This is going to help even out the commercials for you. So if you're tired of being blared out by the commercials in your life, this is going to even all of that sound out as well, which is totally incredible. And it's this sleek little 17-inch package that fits anywhere. You can put this under a TV, by the side of a TV. You can wall mount it. You can put it on a shelf. You can literally put this anywhere, and it's going to be the sweet spot for the sound in your life. And I want you to hear it once again, because this is that built-in hearing aid technology. So if you have someone in your life that does wear hearing aids, they're going to benefit from this, but it's like now every single person in the entire room has a hearing aid, which is really cool.
Let's hear just them talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Joy.
That's incredible. Let it go.
I can't marry anybody. Instead of this, I don't even know what to call this guy.
Are you seriously talking about this right now?
All right, so I just took it off.
2 kids, 2 mortgages, 6 crazy family members.
Oh my gosh.
Can't hear it.
idea. This has a chance to change all of our lives.
I know. It really is that dramatic.
I have goosebumps. I'm such a nerd on this one.
I do too. I totally do.
When I heard this, I've not done this. Obviously, I've not had this on the air before, because it's really recent, and
Brand new.
Yeah, and it was like crazy popular earlier, right? And I thought, well, we sell speaker bars all the time. You know, I mean, come on, Lori, we sell a lot of speaker bars, and they're impressive. And boy, you have that demo, and you're like, wow, that sounds great. There is such a distinct clarity in the voices, and I have good hearing, but even for me to enjoy the experience more, this makes a huge difference.
It does.
And if you've got some tough hearing, like unfortunately my husband Craig loved him to death, but when there's a lot of noise, music, and voice and all that, he can't define the voices.
Well, we can't anymore. No one can, and I'll tell you why. One of the many reasons, not just the flat panel TVs and the little teeny tiny speakers, the problem is that Hollywood is now implementing brand new mixing techniques. So in lieu of being able to hear dialogue, the mixers are actually more in favor of drama. So you're hearing the explosions, the bombs go off, the music, it's all mixed together in a way that you can't discern voices. None of us can. No one can hear voices on TV anymore. It is an absolute epidemic, and that's where the ZVOX comes in. It's going to lift up, isolate, clarify for you those voices so that you can hear every single spoken word on television now.
Can I tell you the other beef we have?
Of course.
And if you guys have the same one, you're gonna love this feature. We fight over the commercials.
Yes.
So my husband, I'm like, Craig, I can't listen to it that loud, okay? Because he's having trouble hearing it, right? And again, he's a stubborn man, okay? So enough said there. So he keeps it kind of loud. So it's already loud, too loud for me. And then we hit a commercial, and then it's like,
blaring.
I literally say, Craig, it is physically uncomfortable for me to sit here and watch the show with you if we continue to listen to it this loud, because the commercials are so much louder. Explain how this fixes that.
Okay, so this has output leveling. This is a feature that's right here on your remote control. And by the way, you can train your ZVOX to respond to your main remote control. So you don't have to have two remote controls out there. But you have an output leveling button right here. All you do is touch that one button and it makes all of the volume even. So it's gonna tame those super loud commercials that are driving you crazy and causing those arguments in your life. If you're the person in the room who feels embarrassed because you can't hear television and you always wanna increase the volume, very often increasing volume doesn't help at all. This is very, very powerful algorithms built right in that lifts up and pulls out the voices, enabling you to hear them more clearly. Clear as a bell, in fact. So it can save a lot of fights in your life, save a lot of arguments in your household. You know, my dad, I love him to death. He has extreme hearing loss, so he's sitting in his living room with headphones on. So we can't talk to him at all. We can't have a conversation with him because he's so immersed in the TV show. Now we can finally take them off, still participate in conversations, but always hear the voices and everything that's going on TV. This is going to provide for you 3D surround sound right in your very own home. In this teeny little package, I bought 2 of these personally. 2 of them I bought and paid for.
Wait, you guys, she bought them today.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the guest of the product.
Yeah, that's right. I believe in this so much.
Wow.
My parents are getting one, and I needed a second one for my second TV in my household. I have one in my master bedroom.
It's funny, too. Ken, her husband, was running around. You don't mind me telling the story, do you?
No.
Ken, her husband, was running around with her tonight, and we literally got to talking about this just in a conversation. And he said, because you guys, their son sleeps right beside their bedroom, and he said, oh man, when we didn't have kids before, you know, we could listen to our music really loud, listen to our video really loud, and it was great. But now with the baby sleeping, he couldn't have it as loud as he wanted. So then it became even more difficult for you guys to actually clarify the audio and the dialogue in a movie or in TV. And Ken said, and this was totally unprovoked, he goes, oh, it makes a world of difference now. He goes, it really takes out some of that bassy muckiness in audio and gives you really clear dialect. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna check out another little video clip on what some other people have to say about this really unique system.
When there's action and then talking within the action, I have a difficult time deciphering that. And this really made a difference.
I'm always struggling with my husband to turn it up with that remote, but with the AccuVoice, I just feel the clarity is so good.
Very easy setup. I like those.
It is one plug into your television.
All I have to do is plug it in. I think I know what I would do, definitely.
The speaker's amazing.
It really is amazing. And you know what? It's not necessarily, hearing loss issues. I mean, you know, obviously a lot of people suffer from that. And, you know, that's already kind of miserable. But it's just, hey, do you just want to have a much better experience? That little speaker, I can't believe how, I've never seen a speaker from a flat panel TV. Think about flat panel. It's about that small. So clearly it would be tough to put a big, heavy duty, rich speaker in there. So here's your way just to have everything you listen to sound so much better. And they call it 3D sound. And it feels that way when you're listening to it. It's pretty impressive. Here's the update though. Right now we have, do a little math here. We have 800 left officially, but if I count everyone who's now .com, and a lot of you are talking to our ops, we have about 500 remaining. Great gift idea. And this truly is the gift for the whole family. Like if my husband decided, and honestly, I should get this for our family. I really should. Because we have some of the, it's literally, we get in fights over it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to be in the room with him and enjoy our evening because I'm never home at night.
Right.
Honestly, when I go home at night, I want to sit with my husband. I want to watch football. I want to watch a movie. We watch a lot of documentaries, and it's so ear-piercing. I've had to turn to him and said, Craig, I have to leave the room to another room if we're gonna, if you're gonna continue at that level.
Oh my gosh. Fights, arguments, embarrassment. I mean, is it causing you just a world of pain because you're not enjoying TV anymore? You don't want to be in that room with the people that you love because they want the volume either too high or too low. Do you find that it's taking you an hour and 15 minutes to watch an hour-long TV show because you're rewinding to see what you missed?
True, to hear parts of it.
That's a big one. And then here's the speaker bar I took down in my master bedroom. Look at this thing. Massive. It's gigantic. It's an eyesore. It takes up so much room. I have to dust it all the time.
It doesn't have AccuVoice in it at all.
No AccuVoice. This is not the ZVOX brand. Look at how sleek and slim this is. You can put this anywhere. It's 17 inches. You are getting 3 different cables to be able to attach this. And literally, a 7-year-old girl was tested on setting it up. It took her less than 10 minutes.
Oh, how cute.
A 7-year-old girl, the ZVOX company, set her up to do it. It was adorable. But it's one cable. So you only plug this in with one cable, the optical connector for your new modern TVs. There's also analog connections as well. Now, I changed the source because I just want you to see this. So we're watching an animated movie right now. This is the Trolls movie. I mean, that's the difference. So this is the way your speakers sound right now, and here's why. It's because they have these little tiny, let me increase the volume here, and I keep touching channel on accident. There we go. So I'm cranking this way up. This is at number 30. This is the problem. Look at these teeny tiny speakers that are built into your flat panel TV. It's appalling. You can't hear anything. This plus the mixing techniques in Hollywood are preventing us from understanding anything that's being said on television.
Why do I live in a heavily fortified survival bunker? Right outside my door.
Okay, I gotta tell you something. I was not gonna get my husband any more Christmas gifts.
Girl.
And I bought some gifts from HSN for him. Good ones too. I got some good stuff from us, right?
Right?
Can I just say Bose headsets? Anyway, now he's probably watching, he knows. Anyway, I thought, well, I got him enough stuff, and I got him some other things too. If we have any left, absolutely. I understand why you bought it. I get it now.
Life-changing.
I get it.
It's life-changing.
Yeah.
I came from the big clunky speaker. I still couldn't hear anything on TV. I felt like I was losing my mind. I'm young. I don't have hearing aids at this particular moment. I did go to rock concerts, so I am worried about my long-term hearing, but I don't wear hearing aids right now. This makes it so clear that everyone in the entire room can hear that audio, can hear every single spoken word. The mixers are mixing in favor of drama these days. They don't care about dialogue anymore. That didn't used to be the case. Listen to this. And even the music. Everything sounds great. Better. And it doesn't have to be at a high volume. It can still be at a low volume, but you can still hear everything so much more clearly.
Okay, a couple things. One, lowest price here ever, and lowest price anywhere.
Anywhere.
So again, you don't have to do a bunch of Google searching right now. We've got the best deal. Very limited though, with about 400 remaining. Stay on the line for that. We have more coming up. Lori, enjoy your